TWB, think with bookmaps, baby. Let's get it. Live RMTWB. You don't know what you're missing, what you waiting for. Live RMTWB. You don't know what you're missing, what you waiting for. Alex guys, you are trading on liquidity and order flow. You gotta know the flow. Live setups, bro, that's all you need. Pro insights, how you get them profits up. He ain't trying to be your mentor, he ain't trying to sell you a course. He's here to show you what you never see before. Once you get it, it's a cheat code. You don't know what you're missing, what you waiting for. Live RMTWB. Welcome to Welcome to Think with Bookmaps, where we trade futures in a blink with Bookmaps. And for that dough you gotta think with Bookmaps. It's Bookmaps, it's Bookmaps, it's Bookmaps. It's the moment you've all been waiting for. That's right, everybody's favorite community. The Think with Bookmaps, Think with Bookmaps, Think with Bookmaps community. It's the Think with Bookmaps, Think with Bookmaps, Think with Bookmaps community. Think with Bookmaps, Think with Bookmaps, Think with Bookmaps community. Think with Bookmaps, Think with Bookmaps, Think with Bookmaps community. Yeah, Think with Bookmaps community, man. It's the TWB community. It's the TWB community, man. Yeah, it's the TWB community. Welcome to Think with Bookmaps, where we trade futures in a blink with Bookmaps. And for that dough you gotta think with Bookmaps. It's Bookmaps, it's Bookmaps, it's Bookmaps. All these guys are saying, where the females at, man? I'm saying, bro, what are you on about, man? I'm trying to trade futures in here, bro. We trade futures, man. This is futures trading. If you wanna go find a girlfriend, then go on Tinder, bro. Go on Tinder, go on Hinge, go on some other app, bro. We trade futures in here. Think with Bookmaps community. It's the Think with Bookmaps community, man. Welcome to Think with Bookmaps, think with Bookmap's community, man. It's the TWB community. It's the TWB community, man. Yeah, it's the TWB community. Welcome to Think with Bookmaps, where we trade futures in a blink with Bookmaps. And for that though, you gotta think with Bookmaps. It's Bookmaps, it's Bookmaps, it's Bookmaps. All these guys are saying, where the females at, man? I'm saying, bro, what are you on about, man? I'm trying to trade futures in here, bro. We trade futures, man. This is futures trading. If you wanna go find a girlfriend, then go on Tinder, bro. Go on Tinder, go on Hinge, go on some other app, bro. We trade futures in here. Think with Bookmaps community. It's the Think with Bookmaps community, man. Welcome to Think with Bookmaps, where we trade futures in a blink with Bookmaps. And for that though, you gotta think with Bookmaps. It's Bookmaps, it's Bookmaps, it's Bookmaps. It's the moment you've all been waiting for. That's right. Everybody's favorite community, the Think with Bookmaps, Think with Bookmaps, Think with Bookmaps community. It's the Think with Bookmaps.
Good morning. We're here. Dumping off and bear flagging back up to the front. Do we get a full retracement? Sheesh. You hear me okay? Welcome to live RyanMac live day trading. It's Friday, December 5th. We got some big news happening in about 6 minutes. Let's look at the economic calendar real quick. Core PCE today. Straight up dumping off. That's gonna pop off probably about 10 a.m.-ish. I think I got that time zone correctly. All right. Let me see if I can adjust this. Coming right back up to the Macdicator gap. 25,668. All right, so if you're watching my stream for the first time, I got the Bookmap order flow on the right, and we got also the pressure gauge, and then we have just your typical information that we can have on our chart, but I like to record the Macdicator on our chart that we're using today. We got what we like to watch here is the 200 EMA VWAP. We got the 5, 9, and 20 EMAs, and then of course we have our gaps that get highlighted when we use them. So we also like the MACD, so we'll just kind of put that in there. Some simple indicators, but hope you're having a good morning. See what the market wants to do today. Hope everybody got their coffee. Got to get your coffee. It's a good thing. Well, just right back up to the top. Right back up to the top. Right back to VWAP. Oh, opens here. Sheesh. Need an opening bell sound, huh? Ding, ding, ding. Just shoots right up. My goodness. Can we make it 100 point 1 minute candle? Can we? Can we? Hang on tight. Oh my goodness. She is gone. Needs about 40 more points in that 1 minute candle to make it a 100-point candle. Haven't seen one of those in a minute. Except for last setup. So we're looking at the 5 minute on the NQ. Just wait for that first minute to open. I'd say vote. We're gonna go nice and high. Beautiful rally. Man, anybody get long out there? Anybody? Sheesh. All right. Let's watch this thing. Again, too, we still have news, too. Today's a big news event. A lot of volatility. If you can get on the right side of the trade, you could definitely catch a big candle like you just saw a couple times. Two big candles. We just saw it up, but 100 points in the last 2 minutes. Oh man, that's a eval passer right there for sure. 90% off on Elite Trader funding. I think there's not much time left. Whatever promotions left on Lucid and Apex is a 6-day sale. Well, it's got 5 days left now. You can pretty much get a 300K for, what was it, out the door, 89 bucks. Yeah. Managing expectations today, boo. Oh man, I don't know. I mean, it's Friday. Hopefully, I'm very curious to see what PCE comes in at and how the market responds to that. One thing though I am gonna do is I'm gonna flip between the QQQ and the NASDAQ. So we're gonna watch price here on the NASDAQ on the right side. And sometimes we're gonna flip over to the QQQ because we're gonna run out of Macdicator gaps on the NQ. But the QQQ is same but different. So I'm trying to give you guys the whole scope of the market and what you guys miss looking at the NASDAQ, because the QQQ gives away a lot of signals. All right, find a support here. We want to know why we're stopping. Typically what happens is we look left. Kind of figured we'd find something there. There we go. We built a head and shoulders, pretty definitive head and shoulders over the past 1, 2, 3 night sessions from the 11th of November, obviously the 12th and the 13th. So we're coming back to that now. We're actually coming back to the head of that creation. So I would assume that we got some wild resistance here. So I like to draw some lines, some resistant lines, so I can see them in real time. That's a support, so that's a resistance. And we'll do a support there if we can't get past it. Right there. On the 5-minute charts. It's good to look at them a little bit further out. Obviously, like say the 15. So you can kind of confirm. So we'll do that right there. And then we'll do another one up here, because you can't really see them. And the higher the time frame, the stronger the resistance. So wow, just straight up. And that IV crush on options, it just killed it. Boom, boom, in this first 2 minutes. You made like 30, 40, maybe even $50 a contract. You were out of the even if you were out of the money on the cash side. Man. Well, crude oil's on the way up. Got the crude oil. You know, one of the things that I watch on the Bookmap is that pressure gauge that I put up down below underneath the order flow there. Like, I know it's a delayed indicator nonetheless, but obviously here we drew a line here for support resistance. That's why we're stopping here for a minute at 25.768.75. It's kind of one of those situations. We have to pay attention to that, because we're kind of bouncing in between the pivot and this resistance. So we need to make sure that, you know, we're paying attention to that, managing our trade properly if you're in a trade. So let's look at the options chain. Let's look at the QQQ options chain. Let's do that. I think we're gonna go higher. Looking at a certain price though, I'm checking to see what kind of price we got. Okay, so 625 below us on the QQQ has got a lot of open interest, a lot of open interest. And then of course we have a lot of volume above us. So we're on the QQQ, we're looking at like 627 pretty quickly at some point here. Switch over the QQQ. So we got 625. We got a lot of open interest and volume here. Now, obviously you're like, well, what is this, a QQQ? Yeah, it's QQQ. But now look, we got about 20,000 volume at 627. So back up here. And if you compare NQ to QQQ, they're the same candle operation. So they're trapping. They're trapping right now. They be trapping because that's the highest volume node on the QQQ. So what we got is that 16,000 volume down here at 625 on the QQQ. So 625. See, we're trapping. Long is the way based off of options volume. If we can get past this pivot again, because we have 16,000 volume down here at 624, and then the volume falls off to about like 13,000. It really falls off on the calls. So, but we have 12,000 volume back up to 625. And then we have a put wall at 626. So this is moving way too fast to be. There you go, 200 EMA retest. I'd be interested in buying like a. I wouldn't even go much further. We have news, I think, in about 13 minutes. So, but we're building those walls, those option walls on the QQQ. So I think what we're going to do based off the options wall. All right. So based off this, we got about 15,000 all the way down to 622. So we could go down here, test this low, and then come back up right to 629. Yeah, that's what the options contracts are showing right now. Unless we just double bottom right here and just catch this pivot back up over the 2.9 EMA and just head up. So they're trapping right now. And then if you obviously look to see price right now on the setup, and might be a little delayed, but what's my delay? I gotta fix something here for y'all. So let's see if we find support off this 200 EMA. We'll go right back over to the NQ and see what we do here. Okay, so I'm confluencing QQQ with the NQ, and I'm looking at the options chain and making decisions on which way this thing is going to go based off of data, not which way price, not just price action. And then of course, I think we're going to be trapping here. We got the VWAP down here on the NQ. So I'm very curious to see if we come back down and test previous day close, or if we just keep going. I think we got about 15 minutes before we start to get some information from data. Let me double check here. Yeah, big news in about 15 minutes. So, but I think they're trapping right now. We got the bulls trapping the bears right now. Very confident in this long based off of the options QQQ options chain. Oh yeah, very confident in this long. We got some big volume at 627 on the QQQ. We don't fall off for volume until about 630 on the QQQ. So if you really kind of want to know what 630 is on QQQ, we got the R3 is near the R3. Big day today. Oh my goodness. So going back to the NQ, the R3 is all-time high. Very high. Almost close to 26K. You're like, yeah, right, Ryan. It's not gonna get to 26K today. We got PCE today. Anything can happen, and the options are showing different. They're buying them, man. We got some volume, heavy volume, at least until 627. So, and then we could wick into 629. Just see how we respond here again at this pivot, though. Make a lower high. And there's a lot of buyer sellers here. This thing needs to get back up into this area. You know, we might stall out for a minute because we have news in about 12, 13 minutes. If you're joining us for the first time, please hit the like and subscribe button. If you're part of the TWB group already, then you already like and subscribe, and you can always. That's awesome. Let's see. Gold. What's gold doing? Ay. ATH for gold. Just might as well go to 4,500, huh? So, I mean, gold. Yeah, might as well just go back to 44.50. I mean, we have enough supports. You know, we made that higher high, higher low, higher low, higher, you know, lower high. It's a big bull flag. My goodness. Jeez. If that's the flagpole to this flag, which pretty much looks like that would be on gold, something big is happening to this one. You know, you got this. Oh my. 5Gs. Was 100% on that move. Whoa. That pattern is interesting. All right, so we got above that pivot, and seems like we're working our way to break that pivot, or this left to left. I mean, this of course is kind of working out to be good. QQQ looks like we're gonna be reaching for about 630 on the QQQ. Got a lot of calls, a lot of options. Unless we stick, if they pin price right here. All right, so 0 DTE. I bought a 631 call. 0 DTE. That's up over 100%. All right, so we don't really see any pullbacks. I mean, a 631 call went up 100% for the QQQs. Wow, nice and a good trade there. We still can go higher based off the options chain. We got a breakthrough 628 on the QQQ, so right above us we got about 39,000, 40,000 for volume. So this is kind of, I think we're gonna get pinned right here unless we go wick into 629. This thing is just pumping, you know, make decision based off of data. I told you they're trapping right here. My goodness, trapping. That's what it looked like on data. Again, not financial advice, but if you shorted it, I hope you didn't stay long. Of course, we're waiting on news now. We got about 5 minutes before we get going. So either they're getting out to trap the bulls, or we're just waiting for PCE, sorry. But we have pretty good odds here that we get another 225, 250 points out of this out of today. About 4 minutes. 4 minutes until we get the news. So MACD doesn't look like it wants to curl yet. Okay, now it looks like it wants to curl a little bit. Nice pump up right there. That was a really good move. That's over 175, 100, 200% on options. Just from here to here. 25,674 to 25,803. Wow, 803. Yeah, you like the new setup? I've been revising it. You like this? You can see book maps, and you can see without the heat map, obviously, but I was able to figure out a way to combine the two. And the two indicators on the right here, to the right of the scale, is the ones that I look at the most on Bookmap. Outside of you know, just for Bookmap, and also I use the deltas on Bookmaps. So like, I like to see what the pressure is, who's in control, buyers or sellers. So I like to watch. We got 102 contracts down there. Then I mix it with options. Options value. Got about 40 seconds here. All right, let's look. Let's watch. Ooh-wee, we're gonna have a lot of wick. All right, there we go. Came in. Core PCE came in as expected. Michigan consumer sentiment 53.3. 53 was forecasted. Personal income month over month, or in fact, personal spending month over month came in cooled. Yeah, came in as expected. Well, numbers were good, so I don't know if this is good news or bad news, but it came in as expected. Hit the resistance, support. I thought it'd be a little bit more promising there. We got a call wall at 627, so right above us here. We got a call wall there. We need to find some momentum to get through it. $627 is a hot number on QQQ.
Iceberg and Q sell.
Oh,
Absorption and Q sellers.
It's Friday, is everyone ready? I think everyone hit that like button on the RyanMac show.
Iceberg and Q sell. Iceberg and Q sell.
there we go. We got some volume coming in. Come on in, buyers. Oh, we are going. New high. All right, we got some volume up here that we're rejecting up here at the 25,809. There it is. There's the resistance. We just pushed through that. Next one up. We're looking for higher. I need to get some water. Excuse me 1 second. All right. Yeah, still pushing up. Still pushing up. Again, we finding a little bit of resistance here, 628 on the QQQ. So we need to kind of go chase this or break this resistance. So as NQ pulls back,
Stop and
nice little move up, finding some sort of resistance. I think we could go higher. I think we could definitely see 25,857. Oh yeah, plenty of room there. PCE was on the money, so I don't expect it to go fast, but certainly get up there. definitely respecting the support resistance lines. This one is no longer valid. Market changed. All right, so we got the QQQ pushing above this pivot. Just keeping an eye on it. It'll tell you tall set tails, you know, for the NQ. Still moving up. Mhm.
Up and Q buy.
Gotta check on something real quick. Be right back. Anybody in a trade right now? My goodness. Straight up. Beautiful day to buy options. All right, we hit the pivot above on the NQ. So we will respect that. Into the QQQ. We may not respect it. I don't know. It really depends. If we get some bullish action to get out of this pivot area, 858, 859, we can go higher. Okay, we got about 65,000 volume here. For 629 on the QQQ. So 50 cents, 53 cents, 29. So based off of volume, I mean, we're up almost 0.9%. Gotta take this call. All right, for those of you that do trade options, if you bought it early, I'm up 325% on the day. I don't think that's good enough for me right now. I'm gonna close that. It's a beautiful trade. It could go higher, but the thing is that when you 0 DTE trade options, I mean, a pullback on 0 DTE to here will just take away lots and lots of money. So you play it while it's doing. Now it's given us no reason for me to get out other than we kind of rejected this pivot here, even on the NQ. So really, ultimately, I'm gonna like be sad if we go like this in an options call, but it's okay. I'm not gonna try to get back in it, but I'll be straightforward there. Like I was just playing some 0 DTE. I bought one call. I understood what I was looking for, and I'm up 243% today on my portfolio on the options chain. So, or QQQ options. Not a bad day. I mean, you can go make 243% more, making a decision based on data. Now, again, too, we do have 629. We do above us. We have quite a bit of volume to get through, and we could go get it. There it goes. We need to close above this pivot. Now we need to test it. There it is. There's the test. Now we need to get right back up above it. 25,865. No, double top. Wow, there it is. That's a double top on the 1 minute.
So
Pulling back. Actually, that and options would kick your ass. So, excuse me. I'm sorry. I don't know what kind of ears are around, but that would actually take out quite a bit of money there if you didn't get out over here to the left on options. But in futures, you only lost a couple points, 10 points, or from here, actually more, 20 points. That's a big move. That's a big candle. Pulling down now. Okay, bouncing off to 20, are we? Still got about 23 seconds. I'm gonna take a peek at something here. Well, we did find support right here in this 25, 828.50. Just wicked into it. That was the 20 EMA area, right back up to the pivot. So, I mean, we could go higher. Definitely go higher. We got a little hook there for us, so. All right, let's sync it up with some volume on the options chain. Yeah, I think we'll probably top off at about 630 on the QQQ. So we got about give or take about another 40 points, 50 points left in us, I would think, here at the least. Go higher. Just got to get above this this pivot and keep rolling up. So we're gonna channel here for a little bit. So take it easy. MACDs are kind of pulling back. Should see some chop here before we go higher. Obviously, bull flag. Needed to get back up there. All right, let's see. Are we gonna respect this trend down? Let me draw it out for y'all. We got that right there, and then we got support here. So it's kind of a bull pennant. There you go. Breaking that, coming back to go test that bull flag. Good deal. Needs to come back to 25,668. We did close above this pivot. Well, let's see if we can't get it higher. Our rejection, retest, and back up. They don't let you get into anything really. If you like waiting for this break of this trend on this bull flag, you're just like, oh, okay, I'm gonna go up. First off, let me measure that out for us real quick. We have one candle of 12.5 points, and then it comes right back to your entry. And then of course it just turns around. I wouldn't have it's just this support right here was a better entry, but we could channel right in here for a while. I'm gonna give it about 26 more minutes or so. So let's see what we end up doing, because we could be in this range for a bit until it decides to break up or break low, break higher. And it made a lower high, so needs to break this pivot, needs to break this high here at 25,861. Look at what the yeah. So my thing is that if they make a left shoulder head and a right shoulder there, you could see a little pump back up. if we can't keep that in there. Oh, they're sneaky. Look at the market makers, real sneaky. They get that wick down there, and they're satisfied with that, I bet. Maybe, we'll see. I mean, close enough, right? You're putting in a couple $1 million in the market. Pretty close enough, right? All right, well, can this thing come all the way back? If we did come back, we're looking for this as support, and then I would say okay. I want you to watch out for this 200 EMA VWAP cross on this pivot. So on the QQQ, the highest we got was 628.92 thus far. So that was a beautiful pump there. Oh, see, we're not we break this, we're gonna fall. So 25,828. Mm-hmm. Current trade right now is flat. That's the current trade that I'm in. Can't go wrong with flat. No FOMO though, at least. Come on. finally broke this 827, 828. So momentumly, hopefully we get down and get short. I'm looking for 795 or 797 support, and then if that doesn't play out, maybe a 774 support. Curious to see which set of buyers and sellers are gonna stop this price. Even this one could possibly, we could even bounce here, right there. All right, now let's look at some other futures. ES, real quick. Just kind of want to see what we're doing. We're rejecting a pivot on the ES. Oh, got to get back above the 828 and close. Didn't want to do that. Did not want to do that. Very interested in a short back to 25, 748, 75 at least. Definitely 774. We don't pop up from here. It's a pretty interesting down trend. I was messing with my mic settings last night for like hours, it seemed like. Curious how it's coming across. All right, we're coming up on this flag that we built, or the market built back here between 793 and 774.50. Now we can go 65, 765. So if we could stay out of this range, that'd be really nice for bulls. Breaking the trend already coming through. We can get a run right back up to 25,856.75 would be real nice. Hmm. Good little pump back up, huh? Where could we go? Could we go? We could draw a trend Fibonacci retracement. Okay. Makes sense to go to the 50 from here, but we might find some sort of rejection off this price. We retesting these last 3 minutes. Let's see if we can get back above 25,832.75 or come back and visit this 25,794. Anybody go long? Hmm. Ooh. Lower high. There's running right back to 25,794. Especially with the deltas being red on the book maps. I think that was like a get out. So all of these in my thought process, all the supply right here no longer exists. Let's see if this here got out as well with these two. So target for me would be the 25,753 VWAP retest. Think I want to see a VWAP retest. I'm gonna put a donut down there. And Q, we need some breakfast, okay? We want some eggs? Maybe not. Oh, she's real hungry. Right down to the support. See if we reject 794 here. Go lower. Let's take a quick break. Be right back. Man, that was a good call out. Get the donut. Great call out. The donut called it out right there. Boom. Just went right to it. In a blink. Just went right to it in a blink. And it's still going. All right, donut. Let's see. After that, you think you're thirsty? NQ? NQ's thirsty. Let's get some coffee in there. Where's the coffee? Man. Think we're gonna go get 25666? You know, I'm actually, you know what? I'm gonna give it about 3 more minutes here. Definitely a good gain on QQQ options. We're right back to 25,716. PCE came in as expected, so we didn't get much market reaction off of that, other than a good, nice pump to make a higher inclination here. Very curious to see if we ever come back up to 25,868 today or not. It is Friday, December 5th. I hope you all have a great weekend. And certainly come visit us on Sunday night. I think I'll be in the live stage on the Discord, hanging out with some of the old NQers Sunday night, or maybe here we can just hang out and party here, right? Either way, right here in YouTube. Trying to keep a good schedule. It's my first week actually streaming. I've come a long way. I really appreciate all your support, those of you watching, and watching me evolve my stream over the last 5 days. It's been an event, making sure every detail, every single idea, everything is thought of, all the way to the clock here on the stream. It's all detail oriented, and it still feels like I'm missing stuff. So, but outside of that, I really appreciate your support. The next detail I need to do is kind of, I think, maybe figure one more thing out. But outside of that, if you guys are interested in any affiliates, please type that in the chat. You know, but I hope you all have a great rest of your day, evening, weekend, and we'll see you back on Sunday. Thank you for watching.
Yeah, charts run deep when the lights go low. Alex on stream, letting all of it show. No hype, no cap, just the honest flow. We don't guess here, we just let it go. Watching Bookmap like it's painting truth. Every level tell a story, every flash got proof. I've seen traders break down trying to chase that move, but we sit still even when the price gets loose. You see red, you panic, we see red, we wait. Discipline the difference between love and hate. It's not just lines, it's the way you breathe. TWB taught me how to trade and lead. Think with Bookmaps, don't just feel. Most want thrills, but this game's too real. One clean setup, that's the deal. This ain't about luck, it's how you heal. Mind sharp, wrist light, wrist tight. Streaming live, but my head's on right. Let the world rush, I stay calm. Found my edge in the quiet, not the storm. Sometimes I stare at the chart for an hour straight. No trade, no stress, just protecting fate. Most lose fast, trying to move like greats, but greatness waits, that's the part they fake. Seen people blow bags off a single loss. Ego loud when you don't know the cost. Alex talking, I just take the notes. Every word hit different when your soul's that close. I don't need hype, I just need that zone. I don't need signals, I can see it on my own. Flow with the tape, heart on chill. Master the mind, that's the real skill. Think with Bookmaps, feel that pace. TWB fam, we don't chase. Price don't lie, you just gotta see that patience is profit eventually. Protect that peace, don't trade to impress. Most just flex, but they trade in stress. This stream ain't noise, it's growth in view. We study the market and ourselves too. Yeah, think with Bookmaps, feel that pace. TWB fam, we don't chase. Price don't lie, you just gotta see that patience is profit eventually. Protect that peace, don't trade to impress. Most just flex, but they trade in stress. This stream ain't noise, it's growth in view. We study the market and ourselves too.